What's up, everyone? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB Recap. Shohei Ohtani almost left Dodger Stadium yesterday. I am not joking. Aaron Judge, he also teed off. His rocket home run was an absolute blast, but it went 30 feet shorter than Ohtani's home run. That's how far Ohtani went. The Atlanta Braves cannot catch a break when it comes to the health of their roster, and the Baltimore Orioles, they might be making a massive trade very soon. All of that and more in today's MLB Recap. And just a reminder, Recap is presented by SeatGeek. Use code Fuzzy to save 20 bucks off all of your tickets. And if you have not downloaded Underdog Fantasy, they are hooking up brand new users who download with my code Fuzzy. They're giving you this free Shohei Ohtani pick'em. It's only for today, so don't miss out. So we have some breaking news to kickstart today's recap. The Mariners have officially waived Ty France. What does that mean, being put on waivers? Anyone in Major League Baseball can sign Ty France, and he's going to play for them for free. The Mariners, they'll have to pay the rest of his $2.5–3 million contract for the remainder of the year. Ty, he plays terrible defense. The strikeouts are up almost 7%, so he's probably going to be a DH for the Royals or maybe the Reds or the Blue Jays. He does have 14 doubles and 8 home runs, but yeah, the prime Ty France that we saw the last few years, I don't know if he's there anymore. Now, let's see what led to the Mariners waiving Ty France, because this was his final game in Seattle. Yordan, he had a single. Pay attention to Yordan and some base hits that he had in this game. After Yordan hit that single, Dylan Moore, he hit the gap with 2 runners on, so he motors all the way to third base for a go-ahead triple. Yordan, your daddy, I'm 100% positive that StatCast lied. They said that this only went like 387 feet. That ball went 430 feet, so he's already halfway to the cycle. The triple is going to be tough. Jorge Polanco, he's not useless. Who would have thought? That solo home run put the Mariners up a run, but Yordan, he got the triple out the way, and that was only because J-Rod, he put his body on the line. He caught it, but then the ball trickled out of his glove. I think that he's going to be okay, and I'm praying that J-Rod is going to be fine, because he was starting to look like J-Rod. So Yordan is a double away from the cycle, and no way, the Mariners, they scored more than 5 runs. It's been a week or so since they scored more than 1, 2, maybe 3 runs. Luke Raley, he found a barrel for that 3-run home run, and that pretty much won them the game. Yordan, I tip my cap, he did finish the cycle. He doubles down the right field line, and he now has more cycles than Derek Jeter and Aaron Judge, because crazy, they haven't hit a cycle, and it's in vain. I do want to mention that the Astros, they do lose. I'm happy that Yordan got the cycle, but Andres Munoz, he was too nasty. He struck out the side in the final inning. He has 16 saves, so the Mariners and the Astros are back to being tied for first place in the AL West. We have one more update on a fan favorite player, and the Braves cannot catch a break. They lost another star. Goldie and Burleson, they are taking hacks early on in this game. I need Paul to get going, and I need Burleson to stay hot, because he's been insane. Also, St. Louis, please go get a pitcher. Mr. Kelnick is back to hitting home runs as well. I mean, this was just a home run derby. Lars Nootbaar, he got the run back, and that one went 415 feet to dead center. Alec, he added another one. He's insane. But by the way, if you're not watching, it's an RBI single for Alec Burleson and a play at the plate, not another home run. Siani, he's barely in there. Contreras, that is the 4th home run for the Redbirds on the day. And now we have to talk about the injury that happened, because Siani, he stole second base in the 9th inning. Ozzy, he had to come out with a wrist problem, and I think he's going to be out for the next 8 weeks. I think it's been confirmed that there was a fracture or something in that wrist. I feel so bad for Braves fans. Ryan Helsley, he does not get the save, but he had 2 more strikeouts. Tough day for Braves fans. I'm sorry for you guys. Man, Shota Imanaga was showing off early versus the Diamondbacks. He got Ketel Marte chasing at the splitter downstairs, and this was a wild pitch to swing at. Randall thought that he had a chance to tomahawk that fastball at his eyelashes. Shota, he struck out the side, and if you're not looking, please look at this, because Pete Crow Armstrong, he's top 1% fast, right? He laid down a button. He kind of slowed down for a split second because he didn't think that anyone was going to field it and throw it. Well, someone did field it. No one threw it. Christian Walker somehow found the bag and got the out. I've never seen anything like that in my life, but again, he's a multi-time Gold Glove winner. It makes sense. Shota, he kept on dicing on the bump, and he had a great dual mate in Brandon Pfaadt, who's been lights out for the last month. I think combined, they only allowed 1 base runner through the first 5 or 6 innings. Now it's 2. Eugenio Suarez, he tattooed a pitch to break the 0-0 score, so he has 11 home runs, 5 in the last 2 weeks. Brandon, he kept on fighting. 7 scoreless for the righty. He had 1 base hit, and also, by the way, over his last 4 starts, he's only allowed 2 earned runs, so Brandon's out. Arizona, they deployed their nasty Justin Martinez, who's got a 1.4 ERA, but Say is up with the runner at third. He ties it. Justin has been insane all year, so I don't know if Diamondbacks fans are that mad at him. They'll probably forget him, but that led to this. Nico, that's a walk-off walk in the 10th inning. The Cubs, they do storm back and win it. That does it for the walk-off, so I think it's only fair that we show off Ohtani and Aaron Judge going way out. Ohtani, we'll talk about his game first. Actually, we're going to talk about Jarren Duran first because this kid is a monster. Since June 1st, he's hitting over 340 with 25 extra base hits and 25 RBIs in 40 games, and he's playing Gold Glove defense. He also has 22 stolen bases, just an unreal talent. Freddie, I mean, we know what he's capable of. A future Hall of Famer, 100%. Gavin Lux, he looks locked in. He had a big day. He's in there for a game-tying RBI double, and he's about to grab another RBI extra base hit. Right after the home run derby champ Teoscar went yard, Gavin made it back-to-back. Gavin has 5 home runs on the season, 4 in the last 18 starts. Also, back-to-back games with a double and a home run for Gavin Lux. Austin Barnes, he went yard. So Alex Jackson went yard in yesterday's recap. Austin Barnes went yard in this one. So that means that Austin Hedges is probably going to go yard sometime in the next 24 hours. And oh my sweet baby Jesus, Ohtani, this should have counted for 2 home runs. His 30th home run already went 473 feet. That is Giancarlo Stanton territory. Mark McGwire. I mean, good Lord, even his teammates were shocked by how far that went. I need a mega home run derby with Ohtani, Judge, Stanton, Harper. Who else should be in the mega derby for active players? Jason Hayward, he went yard as well. The ball was just flying down in LA and across the league. That's 6 home runs for the Dodgers. LA, they won 9-6 because their lead shrunk after another 2 RBI extra base hit for Jarren Duran, but we won't show it because the Dodgers, they're 1 win away from 60 Ws. Listen, I know I said I would show Aaron Judge's home run, but real quick, I got to show this home run from Jorge Soler. It's not random, I promised you guys. Actually, real quick, some interesting pregame moments. Todd Helton, he's inducted into the Hall of Fame, and then we had an ejection before the game even started. Bob Melvin got tossed at the pregame lineup card exchange thingy. Anyways, that's enough for the non-baseball stuff. Jorge Soler just beat Ohtani. He went 478 feet, so Ohtani had the longest home run coming into this one, and Soler beat him by 2 feet. By the way, I completely lied to you guys. Ohtani did not go 473. He went 476. That's why Soler beat him by 2 feet. My bad. Tyler Fitzgerald, I mean, he could be on the Rockies' radar because he's been playing like prime Brenton Doyle in this series. He has back-to-back games with 430-plus feet nukes. Fitzgerald, he was involved in another run, but all he had to do was look at the ball sail past him. The Giants get a huge, huge third run, and why was it huge? Well, this is why. McMahon, he was walked for the 6th time in this series, and Rogers, he just left the yard. That was a wall scraper, so Colorado's first hit of the game is a big one, but that's all they could muster off the rookie Hayden Birdsong, who sang his way to 12 strikeouts in just 6 innings. By the way, those 12 strikeouts were the most ever by a Giants pitcher in Coors Field. Not Tim Lincecum, not anyone that you can think of. Hayden Birdsong, and he picks up the W after Doval picks up his 18th save. The Giants avoid the sweep. They're 48-52, but again, they're only 3 games back of a wild card spot. So Ohtani homered in a win. What about Judge and his squad? Well, they're already losing. The New York native Richie Palacios, he hit a laser beam home run on a cutter from Marcus Stroman, and Randy, he tagged a hanging slider. Stroman, he's not very good in Yankee Stadium. He has a 2.5 ERA on the road, 2 thumbs up. He has a 4.5 ERA at home, 2 thumbs down. Tampa got another after Glaber. Come on, Glaber, you're not doing yourself any favors, buddy. And then Jose Caballero, he singled up the gut. Josh Lowe scores. But now we got some drama, and honestly, Verdugo and Aaron Boone have a point because what was that? Ball 4 turns into strike 3, and Aaron Boone just got tossed for the 38th time. That is not a typo. 38 times in his career, 5 times this year alone. We're going to head to the 7th inning, and where is this Aaron Judge home run? There's another for the Rays. Jose Siri, he pimped an Oppo Taco. Yankees fans, they know Likey because he's hitting 205, but let the worst best player ever have some fun. Okay, here it is. Aaron Judge went yard for a 444-foot 3-run blast, his 35th of the year, 5 away from 40. Quick maths. Jose Caballero, he made it back-to-back games with 4 home runs by the Rays. The Yankees tried to rally as Soto, he drilled an RBI double to make it 6-4. Judge, he lifted another one, but no juice on that swing, and then ball game. Pete, he strikes out Austin Wells. He has 18 saves. I think New York has now lost 20 of their last 30 games, while Baltimore, they're on the verge of sweeping the defending world champions. But Andrew Heaney and Jonah Heim, they said, "You shall not be sweeping us today." Jonah made a nice running grab to put down Gunnar Henderson, and here's Jonah again, this time at the dish. He crushed a 3-run home run for his 9th long ball of the season as Texas, they're first to draw blood, and I love this stuff. So Gunnar, he doubles with 2 outs in the 5th. Heaney, he's trying to make it 5 innings and get the W, and if he does, that's 5 shutout. Bochy, he comes out, but he doesn't want to pull him just yet. His last hitter is not going to be an easy one. He's got to get Adley Rutschman, so Bochy leaves him out there, and Look at that. Alley, he rolls over to Josh Smith. Heaney does go 5 scoreless. Fast forward to the 7th. Baltimore, they're about to steal back all of the momentum. What a play from Ryan Mountcastle. He goes airborne in foul territory to make the web gem. Tony Taters now has 27 home runs. So again, all of the momentum is now with the Orioles. Anthony Santander, by the way, has 3 home runs and 8 RBIs in this series alone. Unfortunately for the Orioles, they ran into a real-life buzzsaw in Kirby Yates. He put a blanket on the fire. He struck out 2 Rangers for a 17 save. He has a 1.02 ERA, a crazy 12.2 strikeouts per 9. The Rangers, what should they do? They're 5 games under 500 at 47 and 52. Now, staying with what should they do, the rumors are officially swirling. Trade rumor season is here. The Orioles are reportedly loading up a prospect haul for the Tigers. Their main target is Tarek Skubal, mainly because he's under team control until 2027. So if they lose Corbin Burns, they're still going to have an ace. But the Dodgers are also reportedly lurking as well. They're trying to see if they can nab a Skubal or a Garrett Crochet because remember, Yamamoto, he's out until at least September with a rotator cuff injury. Who's getting Skubal? Who's getting Garrett Crochet? Let me know in the comments. Another question for you guys. What are the Guardians going to do? Because I'm going to spoil it. They got butchered again by a Padres pitcher. Their catcher, Kyle Higashioka, gave them a 2-run lead to work with, and Michael King, he made the Guardians look like a double-A team. Not even joking. King, he shut the Guardians down big time. He didn't allow a base hit through 5 innings. Now he's out for the 6th inning. He snags a comebacker, Austin Hedges. He goes down for the 6th strikeout from Michael King and Quan. He softly grounds out. So that's 6 no-hit frames. Can he get it done? The rookie Angel Martinez already ruined the perfect game with a walk earlier, and now he ruins the no-no. The crowd, they were going crazy because they've had nothing to cheer for over the last 48 hours. J-Ram made it 2 straight hits. Angel's to 3rd. Jose's out trying for 2nd. Now, I guess in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really matter because it would have been a double play. Naylor gets the RBI. Cleveland, they do scratch across that 1, but King goes 7 innings, just 2 base hits. Robert Suarez, he converts a 4-out save for his 23rd save. J-Ram rocked that pitch as well, but Jackson Merrill, he's got range for days, and his baseball instincts are unreal. Fun fact from Fuzzy, the Guardians have 3 base hits as a team over the last 48 hours. Bobby Witt Jr. has 6. He's doubled the Guardians all by himself. He didn't have an RBI in this one, but I just want to make sure that was known as Tommy Pham is breaking the 0-0 score in the 6th inning. This game is a perfect segue, by the way, because rookie Drew Thorpe, he was traded from the Padres to Chicago, and he was cooking as well. Drew struck out Salvi with a rainbow curveball, and he popped up Renfroe to complete 6 scoreless innings as a rookie against the Royals. That's impressive. Now, Seth Lugo, his pitch count was much lower, so he's back out for the 7th. Eloy, he chased a splitter. Benintendi, he dipped, and Lugo is officially through 7 innings. He had 2 base hits before this at-bat, make it 3 hits. That's 3 consecutive games with 3 hits. He's batting .337 on the year, and now he's scoring. Renfroe, he line went to right, and remember this guy, Maikel Garcia, he used to be in almost every recap because of his clutch genes with runners in scoring position. There he is again. He gives Kansas City a lead, and Dayron Blanco, or Dayron, I forget how to say his first name, he gives Seth Lugo 1 more run to work with, and Seth with the complete game. He said, my best versus your best. He blew it past Luis Robert Jr. Seth had 6 strikeouts, just 3 base hits. He has a 2.38 ERA on the season. So the Royals have won 3 games in a row, and they're tied with Washington for the best win streak in baseball. I don't mind spoiling it because that means I just get to talk about this swing for the next 20 seconds. Okay? Not this swing. Noelvi Marte socked a solo home run. Not this swing either. Stuart Fairchild, he tied it at 2 with another Cincinnati solo home run. This swing right here. How did James Wood hit it that far the other way on a pitch in on his hands? That is absolutely unreal. He goes 106 miles an hour for a 3-run lefty-lefty tank job on a ball, again, in on his hands. That's Juan Soto, Ohtani, Harper level power. The kid's going to be special. Remember, he's 21 years old. The closer, Kyle Finnegan, he's in again from out the pen, and he said amen. I'm sorry. Kyle, he goes 5 pitches for an easy 1-2-3 9th inning. He has 28 saves and a 2.3 ERA. The Nationals are 4 games back of a wild card spot. So we know the Phillies have nothing to worry about when it comes to a wild card spot or having to make a second half comeback because they're at 63 wins already. Well, hey now, that was a sick catch. The brother of Richie Palacios, who went yard against the Yankees, Josh Palacios, is now making a pretty fun grab in center field. Anyway, the Phillies went up 2 after Weston Wilson skied a sac fly, and Garrett Stubbs, he ended a brutal slump. He was 0 for 22 before that RBI single. Rookie Tyler Phillips, he was lights out. He struck out Brian Reynolds for his 3rd strikeout. He ends up going 6 scoreless. He's never really been a big strikeout guy in the minor leagues or even really a highly touted prospect, but huge props to him. He's actually holding it down right now. This hurts right here. O'Neal Cruz dropped a double play, and he clanked it entirely, so both runners are safe. Trey, he capitalized with an RBI knock the other way, and Harper, he grounds out for an RBI. One more RBI. The guy who just does not get out with runners in score position, Alec Boehm. You already knew what was about to happen, and we knew that this was about to happen because Joe Biden dropped out of the race. So if something dramatic happens in the world, Nick Castellanos has to hit a home run. The Phillies, they're now 63-36, and they avoid being swept. I got one question for you guys. You like Jazz? I need this dude to be on a playoff contender so bad. That is a 3-run pimp job from Jazz Chisholm Jr. He's up to 13 home runs and 19 stolen bases without any lineup protection at all. The Yankees are going to be in on him. The Mariners are probably going to be in on him as well as a second baseman. Maybe the Boston Red Sox. Jake Berger, he connected again. The Mets tried their best to fight back, but this solo home run put the Mets to bed. Tanner Scott, he's just way too good. He struck out 2 more hitters for a 16 save. He was pumping 100 in this one, and that's a disgusting slider to end it. Maybe Tanner Scott gets traded as well. They can get some big-time pieces for Jazz and Tanner. Eric Haas, have yourself a day in Minnesota. He connected on his first of 2 home runs. This was a crazy game. Make sure you watch all of it. And from there, I mean, what is going on in today's video? The balls are just absolutely flying. Byron Buxton, he lifted off for a towering home run, his 10th of the season. And real quick, we have a break in the home run action because Chourio now has back-to-back games with 2 RBIs. The rookie is figuring out MLB and fast. Eric Haas, he had another RBI. So again, he had a lot of fun. And now we got to break out the boomsticks. Trevor Larnach, a 2-run tater. Jackson Chourio, he slammed a long ball as well, 443 feet. That ties it at 5. Reese, Mr. Hoskins, how about a 2-run home run for the lead? And the Eric Haas, I told you guys, he had 2 of them. My goodness, that's a no-doubter for a second. A big 3 RBI day. Buxton, I do want to show his home run real quick because he's hitting 380 with 20 extra base hits and 24 RBIs his last 25 starts. So the Minnesota Twins add 1 more on a Brooks Lee ground out, but McGill, he got the job done. He's got 19 saves, and I forgot to mention that the Brewers are also tied with the Nationals and the Royals at a 3-winning streak. We have back-to-back Tigers games with a grand slam. Now, we got to wait a second because Springer is absolutely teeing off. The man scorched 2 more home runs. He's got 8 home runs and 25 RBIs his last 20 starts. That is unreal. Now here's the slam. Rookie Justin Henry Malloy. He gave the Tigers the lead with 1 swing, and it was a really sick swing, by the way. He caught up to 97 inside. But again, Springer's having himself a crazy day. 3 extra base hits before the 6th inning. He got himself in scoring position, and this run is going to tie it. Spencer Horwitz brings in Springer. He's been on fire all year. Toronto, they're actually up now because Ernie Clement reclaims the lead. Uh-oh, the ball is carrying again. Did Carson Kelly just put the Tigers up? Dalton Varsho, he leaps, and he got it. That saves the game. The Jays use Chad Green for the next, I think it was a 5-out save. They barely win 5-4 thanks to Dalton Varsho's platinum glove. I think he's going to win one this year. So the Angels are winless in the second half, and they're already losing by 2 after 2 base Blade and Brent Rooker doubled in a few. Blade has a whopping 28 doubles already. Anyway, the Angels, they fought back after getting 1 on a brain injury ground out. Mickey Moniak hit a solo home run. The broadcasters, they broke out the "Oh, Mickey, you're so fine" call, whatever. Miguel Andujar, thank you for saving us. Yes, sir. If you guys don't remember, he was the best hitter in spring training before he got hurt. Not like spring training means a lot or anything, but he's hitting .305 with 4 home runs in his first 47 games. The A's, they're back up 1, make it 3 because Brent Rooker was handed a free RBI. Ben Joyce had his worst inning as a big leaguer, in my opinion, or maybe ever. He walked in a run, maybe a cross-up on this one. The runaway changeup allowed Butler to score, but here comes the Angels. Adele, he was handed a free RBI of his own. Nolan Shanuel, what a play from Max Schumann, the shortstop, but Shanuel is safe, so that's an RBI single. Rendon, he tied it with a dribbler. He also beat it out, so because it wasn't a double play, that is an RBI. And Kevin Pillar, he completes the comeback with a 2-run double. Now, he gets thrown out at third base, but replay showed that he was safe, so the Angels, they pick up another one after that. I won't show it. They win 8-5. Well, everyone, that does it for today's recap. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. It was a big one, so if you watched until the end, just major respect to you. Have a great rest of your day, and enjoy the web gems.
This ball is hit in the air to left. Benson in a hurry, and he will make a sliding catch
against the Yankees. 1 out right side. Nice play by Terang. To his feet, throws him out. Pull this one to left. Chourio playing towards that corner. Chourio jumps up, and Chourio is able to make the play.
In the left field, Dubon coming on. He'll make a diving catch.
Months out of the season.
Rafaela on the ground to short. Smothered over there. Kike Hernandez.
with the rotation the way it is. What a stab by Chapman. And he robbed. Line right to Crawford. Dropped it, picks it up.